It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the Bantamweight contender, Jonathan Rodriguez. First of all, nice to meet you, Jonathan.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man, you burst onto the scene, man. I mean, you fought Kal Yafai, blasted him out of there and around. How does it feel, I guess?
It felt good, honestly, and I'll keep saying it. I didn't think the fight was going to go the way it did, but, we put in the work and we got the results.
Okay, and that was a lot of people, including myself, like introduction to you. What could you tell people about Jonathan Rodriguez that maybe they don't know?
I had taken a loss when I was 8-0, and there was a time where I didn't want to box anymore after that, and I just put all my faith in God and just kept working, and then I just came here and I did it, and I went to LA and I did what I had to do, came out with a victory.
Okay, yeah, I know. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard you had spent some time going to school.
Yeah.
What were you studying like at school?
I actually changed my major like 4 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I started with electricity. I went to HVAC. Then I went to psychology. Then I just went to general studies. Because I'm young, so I still don't know what I want to do permanently.
And then you said, screw all this. I want to punch people in the face.
Yeah. Easier route. No, not the easier route. That's harder. But
it just comes more natural to you. You feel like fighting.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like what? Boxing's a very I feel like boxing's a hard sport to be. It's the hardest sport to be in, really. What drew you to the sport? Because it's not for the faint heart. It's not an easy sport to make it in boxing.
It was more like I used to fight a lot in the street, get in trouble.
Okay.
So it was more like finding a way of doing what I like to do, which was fighting, and instead of getting in trouble, coming back and getting a reward for it, now getting paid for it. That was just how I looked at it.
Okay. Now it makes sense, man. You can only fight on the streets, but so many times for free before you want to get compensated. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you mean in the bantamweight division. It's a real interesting weight class. We're at the WBA convention, so the WBA bantamweight champion is Takuma Inoue, who's the Monster's brother. Have you watched him fight at all?
I've seen him fight a few times before. He is Inoue's brother, but he's not.
He's not the Monster. Yeah.
He could be beat. If the record says it, 18-1. I don't feel like he's nowhere near his brother, so I just got to get through this fight to become mandatory. Once I get through this fight, become mandatory. I'm more than happy to go over to Japan and fight for the title.
Yeah. Like, how do you see that fight stylistically for yourself, like with him?
I don't want to talk too much into that. Because I still haven't came up with a game plan.
Okay.
Because that fight's still not in the works. So once I finish with this fight, then we'll go into
more detail. Yeah. I got you. Do you have anything lined up? Any fight next?
As of now, the WBA need me against Vargas.
Okay.
To become mandatory. So the winner of this fight will be mandatory to fight for the world title.
Okay, well that's a beautiful thing, man. You're shooting up like a star right now. How do you like since that fight is signed or is happening? How do you see that fight stylistically for yourself?
So once I stay focused and like I said, just putting God first. Before anything, I work hard. Hard work speaks for itself. I'm not gonna predict anything. We just gotta see what happens.
Okay. Were there any fighters like growing up that when you were watching maybe like influence your style?
I'd want to say Ricardo Lopez.
Really?
Lopez, yeah.
I like that answer because that's not the traditional like Pernell Whitaker, Flamingo answer.
Yeah.
Why Finito?
He's one of the fighters that a lot of people slept on. His record is not slept on at all. We're talking about 51-1 draw. So I don't know. It's just something about his style. He was more like he wasn't stick and move, but he wasn't brawler like a brawler either.
He was like I would say a power punching technician.
Yeah, like a boxer puncher.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just something about his style. I took a little bit of him, a little bit of Wilfredo Gomez.
Okay.
And stuff, and you know, just put it all together, and then that's how I got Jonathan Rodriguez.
Okay, that's those are like power punching technicians, guys that took the best of, like, you know, a little bit of boxing, a little bit of slugging, and, you know, punching, and put it together, and you got something dangerous on your hands, you know. Okay, Jonathan. Well, I know you with your family and whatnot, but any final message you want to give to the boxing world before I end the interview?
Name Jonathan Rodriguez, you know, absolutely somebody to look out for. You know, I made a statement in my last fight, and, you know, my goal is to keep making statements. So remember that name, Jonathan Rodriguez.
Yeah, remember that name, guys. All right, Jonathan, thank you. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.